The mentality of a snake is quite different from that of mammals, such as humans or dogs, as snakes have a very different physiology and way of life. Here are some key aspects of the mentality of snakes. Instinct-driven, snakes primarily operate on instinct. They have basic instincts for survival, which include hunting for food, finding shelter, and reproducing. These instincts guide most of their behaviors. Solitary creatures. Most snakes are solitary animals and do not form social bonds or engage in complex social behaviors like mammals. They tend to lead a solitary existence, with the exception of mating and, in some cases, protecting their eggs or young. Non-aggressive. Snakes are not inherently aggressive creatures. However, they can become defensive when they feel threatened. They may hiss, strike, or bite as a means of self-defense if they perceive a potential threat. This is more about survival than aggression. Limited cognitive abilities. Snakes have relatively simple cognitive abilities compared to mammals. They have basic senses like vision, though many are nearsighted, smell through their forked tongues, and heat-sensitive pits to detect prey. Their decision-making processes are often based on immediate sensory input rather than complex reasoning. Feeding behavior. Snakes are carnivorous and primarily eat other animals, such as rodents, birds, or insects. They use a combination of ambush tactics, stealth, and their venom, if they are venomous, to subdue and consume their prey. Slow metabolism. Snakes have a slow metabolic rate compared to mammals. This allows them to go for extended periods without eating, sometimes weeks or even months, depending on the species and environmental conditions. Limited emotional range. Unlike mammals, snakes do not experience a wide range of emotions like joy, fear, or love. Their responses to stimuli are primarily geared toward survival, and their behavior is largely driven by instinct and sensory input. Minimal learning abilities. While some studies suggest that snakes can learn to some extent, their learning abilities are generally limited compared to more complex animals. They may learn to associate certain cues with food or danger, but their capacity for learning is relatively basic. In summary, the mentality of a snake is centered around survival and basic instincts. They are not malicious or aggressive by nature but will defend themselves when threatened. Their behavior is largely determined by their environment and the need to find food and shelter. Unlike mammals, they do not display complex social behaviors or emotions.